Hey, YouTube is changing, okay? They had some different stuff. I was waiting for the little go live button to turn blue and it turned white and it kind of confused me for a second. So I just woo. I want to apologize for being a few seconds late. But YouTube is changing. Matter of fact, I forgot. I'm gonna just take these. I apologize for everybody watching on the replay, but I'm gonna just take these ads out for y'all. For y'all here live. Um, I don't know why I even set it up with them in there, but they are. Thank y'all for being here. Another Saturday night live stream, and this is gonna be fun. Today is May 31st. 2025, and we are here to have a good time. But first, I want to let you know, like, nobody is perfect in the world, okay? Everybody is going to make mistakes. You know, that's the theme of this live stream, but it's really the theme of this channel in general. Like, you're going to make a mistake in life, okay? Everybody at some point or many points in their lives look back and say, why did I do that? What was I thinking? Damn, I'm stupid. Or some version of that. You know, everybody's going to have something that they do in their life that they wish they didn't, that they regret, that they can learn from. So, I'm not gonna lie to you. Some people's mistakes are bigger than others as far as the consequences are concerned. But you know, try not to be one of those people. All right. I appreciate y'all being in here, man. I got something to show y'all. So before we get into what I got to show you, I have to say hello to the people that are in here with me. And I don't know, me was here early. Said they'd be back, but don't see him in here. But appreciate you coming in early. Jeff Lee is here. Deb H, Jim R, Deb H, Jim R, Drew Kane. That's all that's in there right now. Oh shucks. Vicky Williams from Massachusetts is here. Manny Lamont is joined us as well. I appreciate all of y'all, man, for being part of the show. Cause like I said, I am only what I say. I am only 42% of this channel. Okay, you all make up the other 58%. So without you, this thing isn't even half as good as it is. So, you know, I appreciate y'all supported this channel, all new and old. Danielle B has joined us as well. This gonna be a fun night, man. I got one new thing to show you. Some of y'all are typing in, and you might see a little purple number, well, purple circle with a crown. I guess that's the crown, and a number beside your name. Like Jeff Lee has number 1 right now. Deb H has number 2 right now. And Drew Kane has number 3 right now. I'm about to show y'all exactly what that means. If you've been in other live streams on YouTube recently, you probably know what it means. But for all of you who don't know, I am about to explain it to you. But first, what I am going to do, Laura is here too, Laura Dear King. So now YouTube has put a game, sort of, in the live chat. So there is a leaderboard depending on how much you contribute in the live chat, there is a leaderboard, and I'm gonna bring it up so I can show you, but I gotta put it on the screen first. What did I do? Okay, so you see that's the chat right there. And Buttermilk is here as well. Anybody else join? But let me go. Y'all don't see this part on your end, but hold on. Okay. So you see at the far top right for me, it says community. When I click on community, the leaderboard shows up. So you can see Jeff is number 1. Deb is number 2. Drew Kane is number 3. And you look on the leaderboard and see where you're at. So the more you contribute to this live stream, the higher on the leaderboard you get. Like I said, right now at this moment, Jeff Lee is leading the pack. What goes into this is not only how much you contribute as far as chats, but also super chats and super stickers contribute to that as well. So it's a game that you all can play as we go, and as we keep going through this throughout the show, I will stop and take a look at the leaderboard and see exactly where we are at. With that being said, Jim R, I appreciate you for the super chat. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate all your support. And I will be doing the call-in segment, at the end of the show. Now, for the call-in segment, I want you to choose. You can think about, yeah. What you said? Oh, you can see it on your end too if you click it. Oh, you can, can't you? That's crazy. Okay, so I don't got to pull it up. You can. That's crazy. No, you can't. I guess you can. Never mind. You can't see it. Okay. I didn't know that. But y'all can see it. We'll check that every so often still though. No problem, Deb. No problem. Don't even worry. You know, it's there for the people who want to and who can. But you know, like I said, your time is worth more. Your time is worth more. You can send a super chat and then make that money back. The time you give to this channel, you can't get back. So that's more important, or worth more. But I thank all of y'all who are able to support in that manner. But we are going to get right on and move on. We are going to get right on to what is it? A game show. I forgot the name of it. What they done? I think that's the name we came up with. What they done? That's our game show here. I need some like theme game show music. It is now time for what they done. If this is your first time here, basically I am going to put a picture of someone on the screen. Today's live stream is a male, okay? And I'm going to ask you what they done. All right, what they done. I'm going to give you 3 choices, and you got to choose which option you think fits that person's face, okay? And you literally have no other clues, okay? You're going to have a 33.3% chance of getting it right. Excuse me. But you have no clues other than the expression on the person's face, which doesn't help, and and also anything you can see in the background, which doesn't help. So basically, you have no clues. It's all on feeling. And most people get it wrong. Okay, but I am going to put a person on the screen as soon as I can figure out. Um, did I set it up yet? Cue the Price is Right music. No, they'll take all the money from I make from the video. Uh, um, you wondered about the purple numbers. Yeah. I joined somebody's live. I ain't know about it. YouTube puts out a videos on Tuesday where they update creators on what's going on. And I didn't look at this Tuesday's video, but then I was on somebody else's live stream earlier today, and they said something about it. I was like, "Whoa, wow, that's neat." But let me see. Hold on. I don't even know if I spelled it right. How we spell how we spell trespass? I probably spelled it wrong, but oh no, I didn't. I got it right. But these are your choices: A, public intoxication; B, battery on a police officer; or C, trespassing. And that is the face. What they do. He got arrested for something. All right? He got arrested for something. Actually, he got 2 charges. Okay? But only one of these charges is him. Is it A, public intoxication; B, battery on a police officer; or C, trespassing? What do you think it is? And I'm just going to be honest with you. One of these choices you should look at and eliminate right away. So nobody should pick the one that should be eliminated. Okay? It's just it's shame. You if you pick that one, like you try to cheat next time, because you know I don't know. One of these is like you should look and say, I know it's not that one. So you really should have a 50% chance of getting this one right. All right, because when I put one up, the other one up, the one that you shouldn't, that's definitely not it. When I picked that one, I was like, ain't nobody gonna pick that. So you shouldn't pick that. If you pick that, like, try to cheat next time, because it's just let's see. Lord says, I'll say C. Lord, what you say? What's C? Trespassing. Drew Kane, that dude drunk. Buttermilk. Oh, y'all mix A. Public intoxication. Jim R. Public intoxication, then trespassing. Public intoxication and battery on a police officer. No, only one now. Only one choice. If you put 2 choices in there, your answer is not valid. Deb A says C. Looks like he's possessed by some substance. What kind of substance is it? Is it drugs? Is it alcohol? What do you think? Man of the Mind says boozer. Danielle says she'll go with A. I forgot what A was. What was A? What was A? Public intoxication. Excuse me. That's what it was. Vicky Williams says trespassing. Man, y'all supposed to have this one. What is going on? Sister says A. What was A? Public intoxication. Like I told you, out of these three choices, if I can find it, A, public intoxication, B, battery on a police officer, or C, trespassing. Which one of those goes with the guy right there? Which one? Says Nat battery, he looks too fragile. Jeff Lee says, what was that? Public intoxication. Like I said, one of these you should automatically eliminate. Maybe it's just me because I know what it is, and I was like, okay. So maybe it's just me. But I thought one of these you could look at and say, well, I guess you can't. I was wrong. You can't like eliminate it. If I'm looking at it from a contestant perspective, not from somebody who made up the test, you can't just eliminate that one. You really can't. But that's what I was thinking. Like, which one of these is not like the other? That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Which one of these is not like the other? Jim R says C. But the one that I thought is not like the other, when I said that one is definitely not it, is C. So if you said C, trespassing, I want to tell you were wrong. Okay? You're wrong. I thought that was the one that could easily get eliminated, but some few people pick C. But if you pick C, you were wrong. I'm not going to tell you who was right. I'm going to let the video tell you who was right. But wait a minute. Did I even cue up the video? What am I doing here? I sure didn't. But let's get into this video and let's see who was right and who was wrong. The only, like, you know, if you pick C, you know you was wrong. But let's see if it was A, public intoxication, or B, what was B? Battery on a police officer. Which one?
Something I can help you with? Hey, what's your name? Come here. Come here. Up on the sidewalk. Sidewalk. Let's go. Hey, come here. Up on the sidewalk before you fall down and hurt yourself. Come on. Let's not do that.
Let's not do that.
Please don't touch my mirror.
You're a little.
Get out of here.
You know everything you always been.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
What does that make you?
Get the fuck out of here. Thinking I don't know. I saw me going to the jail.
What's up?
Get out of here. Get out of here. Put your hands behind your back.
No, I'm not doing that.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Turn around, put your back.
You're a little.
Hands behind your back.
You're a little.
You hear me say on this channel so many times that I feel like people volunteer to go to jail. Volunteer to go to jail. So this is exactly what he's doing right now. The title of this is by Resisting Arrest TV, and it's called "He Must Have Really Wanted to Go to Jail." And he must have really wanted to go to jail, and he ain't done. he got more to do and more to show. So let's let's see it.
Hands behind your
You're a
back.
little. Your mama, your bitch.
Hands behind your back.
You always been.
Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Come here.
Always been a
Hands
bitch. You always
back.
been a.
Hands
You
behind
always
your back.
mama been a.
Hands behind your back. Nope. Turn around. Hands behind your back.
No, not all three. It's not all three.
You always been a little ass.
Come here. Hands behind your back. 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 Put your fucking hands behind your back right now.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to.
Hands behind your back.
I'm trying to.
Put them behind your back. Thank you.
I'm trying to.
Logan County 99765.
I really think he was high on something, because that's the only thing that's will explain this. So I really think he was high on something, because you'll hear the officer in a little bit explain to the other officers what happened before the body cam started. So the only way to explain it is he had to be high on something, because there's no other way to explain this mess. There's no other way to explain it.
809. Taser deployed. Secure with 1. Can you start a CMed and supervisor, please? Stand up.
I don't know if I can.
On your feet.
Will you help me?
Get on your fucking feet. This is fucking ridiculous.
What? How can you help me?
Let's go.
Where my feet is broken? I don't know.
Right now, all the contestants know is that it wasn't C. So it could be A or B. But I've already eliminated C. C is trespassing, and that's out. But we're gonna see about which other one it is.
That's all I'm saying.
Stand
I
right
don't
here.
know.
You have any ID on you?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Face the car, bud.
Yep. Fuck.
I don't know if I have a card. I really don't know.
754.
I don't know.
District 755, yeah.
What's your name?
Kyle
White male,
from Potomac, Illinois.
Gotcha.
755, yeah, traffic. Yeah, you guys sorry, my radio's acting up.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm sitting in here working on my fucking shit. He comes up on my window, pounding on the window. So, tell him to get the fuck out of here.
I don't know. Looks like it's your
Fingers.
to me, you know.
Tell him to get back. Taser hauls off,
a
punching me in the
faggot, you know what
face.
I'm
So,
Oh, nice call, nice fellas.
If we heard it, the officer said he just punched him in the face. So that means if you chose B, battery on a police officer, give yourself a round of applause for getting it right with no clues. I don't think anybody got it. I don't think anybody picked B. I'll look through the chat while we watch. But some people picked B, but it was in 2 choices. Everybody who just had one single choice, I think, didn't pick B. But I'll look.
right. I'm just do a PC real quick. I suppose I'll have to go to the fucking hospital.
Is he
Though.
sensitive? Oh, he's sensitive. That's what it is. He's a sensitive.
Yeah, it's 2025. We have to be sensitive, especially to.
Yeah, you're sensitive, you little.
So, he's inside. No, he should be all right in there. I'm gonna knock out the PC real quick.
Oh, that one is there too? He's over there. Anyone have his name?
Yeah. Kyle.
Okay, you got it.
That one don't count.
No, totally different. I'm sitting in the car trying to get caught up on shit. No, and this dude fucking walks up to the car like this and just banging on the window. So I get out, tell him to get the fuck out of here, and he starts coming at me, taking off his clothes. I'm pushing him back. I request another one, and he starts coming at me, punches me in the face, so I tase him, and that was it. So, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, he got me in the chin.
He's got one more in his leg over here.
I get him like 4 times. So.
Like nobody, when I say nobody, nobody picked B. As I'm scrolling back up through this chat, nobody picked B. The closest thing we have is Jeff put A and B right there, but then he changed his final guess was, I can't find it, but I can't find it with the other. There you go. He went to A. So at first he was halfway right, and then he picked A. So literally nobody picked B. So maybe next week, y'all. I'm making these too hard, and that's a good thing, but it's a bad thing too. But let's go.
Yeah, we got these Taser 10s now. So. I think I got the first tase now. Yeah, with the 10. Yeah. Yeah.
He's
Chris J.
Yeah.
He called for help. I came up. He had him tased. We got him secure.
Yeah, that don't count. That don't count. It don't count.
Yeah, I got it. It's right on mine too.
I got his ID.
If they don't fucking do something about it.
Nicholas Howell was veteran caller. Steven for additional injury.
I know you've been calling me that for an hour. My recruit's in the jail, so I gotta stay here.
If somebody wants to move my car and just bring me the key.
Yeah, which one's yours?
Like 3.
Yeah, he punched me once. Yeah, finger got the worst of it. I don't know.
Do you mean take Pex, George?
Kyle was charged with aggravated battery on a police officer and resisting or obstructing.
Is Phillips in the ambulance? Is Phillips in the ambulance?
I'm going to the hospital.
Oh yeah, but that's it. We don't need to see the rest of that. It's about to go to the thing anyway. But yeah, that, if you chose B, I did not want him to still be on this screen. Bye-bye, sir. If you chose B, which nobody did, better luck next week. I wanted to make these, like, the first time I did that game show, I think everybody got it right. And I was like, I need to do something different. And before I made it hard, kind of, but like a few people were getting it right too. I have like 2 or 3 people that get it right. And I was like, okay, just the feeling of nobody getting it is like, should I make it easier? Because I thought I did make it easier though. Well, maybe I did. Because I thought trespassing would automatically be eliminated. I thought everybody just automatically eliminate trespassing and choose between A and B. But yeah, I made it hard because he looks drunk. So because he looks drunk, your first thought is going to go to public intoxication. I made it hard. And, I'm going to keep making it hard. That's what what's just going to happen. Okay? If you just joined us and you probably wondering, why are those numbers besides some people's name in the chat? Well, we have a leaderboard in the chat. The leaderboard, the top 3 are recognized right in the live chat. But if you click the community tab or community button that's right at the top of the chat, you will see the leaderboard. Right now, we still got Jeff as number 1. Manny Lamont has moved up to number 2, and Deb went from 2 to 3. But if you scroll down, you can find out which position on the leaderboard you are. So it's a game within the chat to try to get it, to the top. Wait a minute. Try to get to the top. But right now, we have Jeff Lee as the leader. Okay, I'm getting used to turning that off and on. There's something else I was going to tell y'all. Reminder, if you also just joined us, we are doing, I don't think I told y'all what it was, but we are doing the call-in show, the call-in segment at the end of the show tonight. So I want you guys to think about this while we go through our main video, but which one would you choose? You've been arrested for a crime, you've been found guilty, and when it comes to sentencing, the judge is going to give you 2 options, and you can choose between these 2 options. Option 1, house arrest. You're in your house and you literally cannot leave the house. Like front porch and back porch. That's as far as you can leave the house. You can't go in the yard of the house, okay? You can't go in the yard of the house for 20 years. A 20-year sentence to house arrest where you cannot leave off the porch. Or option 2 is to go to prison for 5 years. Which one would you choose? You don't need to answer now. We're going to save that for the call-in show, but I'm giving you some time to think about it. Which one would you choose? Like I said, option 1 is house arrest, where you can't walk off the porch. Or option 1, you can't walk off the porch for 20 years. Or option 2, where you go to prison for 5 years. Which one would you choose? We're going to get to that right after this, but right now we have a body cam reaction. Well, we have to live react to a body cam video. The top 3 out of favorites. Now we're gonna do the call-in show tonight, Chris. So be thinking of your answer to the question. No. You're gonna be put in the appropriate prison that belongs to you or that you belong to. Okay, it ain't gonna be. No, this is not. This is not. This is not. No, I can't think of nothing. But it's not that. You're gonna be. I might have to go on the run. When you got some time to think about it, it's time to think about it. But right now, we're going to get to our main segment of the night. It's the reason why you showed up here, other than, to hear me talk and, measure the size of my head. Other than that, you are here to watch this, our main video of the night. This video is brought to you by the channel titled Bodycam Leak. Pregnant girlfriend loses it when mother-in-law kicks her out. Interesting. So let's check out this video and let's see what happened once the police showed up.
Talk about, I call the police. Your son called the police. Cause you talking about. They need to give me some money for this.
On July 28th, 2024 in Ohio, police officers responded to a domestic violence incident involving a young couple.
Hello. Hello, I called. Thank you. So she
1 second, real quick. Do you need a medic to come look at you?
No, I did. My
So I can cancel the medic is what I'm trying to get. Okay.
Yes.
123 dispatch. You can cancel medic. It's just a little cut on the lip.
Yeah, just my lip. That's all.
Sir.
Okay.
I called. I told her to bring the medic because she tried to hit me with her vehicle.
Okay.
So we was in the house. I just woke up. She told me about 2 or 3 days ago that she's pregnant. So she I've been having mood swings and stuff. I'm like,
She's been having me.
yes.
Okay.
So I work third shift. So I told her I just got off work. I'm like, I'm just now getting up. We can talk about everything when I wake up and stuff. So I wake up this morning. She's irritated. I don't know why. I'm like, well, if you just want to leave and go home, you can go home today. You can come back over tomorrow if you don't want to be around right now. I don't want to argue with you. I just got up.
Mm-hmm.
So I can come just get everything. I'm gonna get my stuff and just leave. She grabs her stuff. She goes out the door. I thought she was gone. I go take me a shower. Once I get out, I hear boom, boom at my door. I hear banging at the door. Open the door. She's like, I left her slides, her boots and stuff. She said she left her clothes. I said, okay, grab your stuff. When she grabs her stuff, she's walking back out. On her way back out, she throws everything in her hand at me. I tried to close. She was outside the door, so I tried to close the door. She's in the middle of the doorway. She got me by my hair. She's punching me, and I'm like, my stepdad's upstairs, and he comes down.
She's reaching through the door, punching you, and by your hair.
Yes, I'm in the door. I'm trying to close it, but I don't want to. She's in the middle of the door. I don't want to close.
So the body's cutting her door in half, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I thought she was all the way out when she started throwing stuff. And you just tried to shut the door.
She was walking out the door, and I had the door open, letting her go out. And on her way out, she hit me with it.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. I grabbed the rest of her stuff. I'm like, just get your stuff and go. I don't want to call the police. I don't want to fight you. She ran. She go put her stuff in the car. She runs back up and grabbed me. She ripped my shirt. I'm like, what are you trying to fight me for? I don't want to fight. As I'm on the phone trying to call the police, she's out here, she's punching me, she's just hitting me. I'm like, okay. My stepdad's like, Marquis, just come in the house. So she parked right where you guys was.
The second cruiser? Or the first?
One.
Okay.
Yes. She had a black Impala. She drove her car right here. She pulled up on the curb she was gonna hit me. And I'm like, what? What's your problem? I'm like, it wasn't that serious. We just had a misunderstanding this morning. I'm not sure why she woke up mad, but it wasn't no reason for her to be fighting me. And I don't hit females. I don't get into that stuff. So I called. As soon as she did it, I called. I didn't try to fight back or anything. I called you guys.
So let me make sure I got this right real quick.
I'm gonna say this. We actually had this same thing come up in a video I just recorded. Actually, I was on. It was doing the members only live stream on Monday. We recorded a video where the woman attacked a man, and he did not attack her back. And I could say I'm probably guilty of this as well, but a lot of us don't take it seriously when a man is being attacked by a woman. Sometimes we laugh at that, and like I said, I'm probably guilty of it in some circumstances too, and I need to change because it's not right when it's this way either. So we need to take it more seriously. But I said this message in that video, which y'all are gonna see coming up next week. But I'll say it here too. Ladies, a man is not supposed to put his hands on you, okay? Morally, society-wise, it's wrong. But that doesn't give you the permission to hit a man either. You are not supposed to put your hands on him either, because, like I said, morally, it's wrong for him to put his hands on you, but legally, he is able to defend himself. Okay? If a man is defending himself against you because you've been hitting him and you lose the fight, you're getting arrested. So don't even take that chance. But seriously, nobody should put their hands on anybody. And we have to take it just as serious when a woman is hitting on a man as we do when it's a man hitting on a woman, because they both are not. They both shouldn't be done. But let's keep going.
Or she woke you up in a bad mood.
Yeah.
Saying she's having mood swings, don't feel like being around. You said that's fine, you can go home for the night.
Right.
She started grabbing her stuff after she was
Can I show you? And I want to show you something too. She tells me and tell me when the police get there so I can pull back up. I'm not scared of them. And telling me that I'm calling the police. Like, I don't want to fight her. I don't want to fight her. I don't want to fight nobody. I don't want no problems with her.
Can you give the second caller in? Call, tell her we're at location. She wants to talk to us to come back.
My mom don't want her to pull.
And yes, Lord, I agree with you. But let me put your comment on that. If the woman starts hitting you, then the man should defend himself. Because just because she's a woman don't mean it don't hurt, okay? I agree with that statement, but me as a man, I'm like, I have to find a way to get away first, escape from her, not just stand there and take hits, but I believe a man should try to get away, try to escape. And if he feels he can't escape and she's still hitting and hurting him, yes, he does have a right to defend himself at that moment, and he should. And he should not sit there and take punch after punch, slap after slap, kick after kick. If he can't get away, he has to do what he has to do to stop it. Even if you can just grab her arms and legs and stop her from hitting you first without actually swinging and hitting her. Like, for me, hitting them is the last resort out of those two. Try to escape. If you can't do that, try to hold her hands or arms or legs or whatever to prevent her from hitting you. If you can't do that, you got to defend yourself. And you can run through those three options that quick, Like, it doesn't have to be a long try. Oh my God, where can I escape to? Oh my God, oh, I can't escape. And this whole time you getting hit. Oh, let me try to, I can't grab. No, you can just go, okay, I can't escape. Oh, she keep hitting me. I can't grab her. I gotta hit her. It's like, it could be that fast. But yeah, let's go.
She don't like she's slamming the door. My mom don't want her to be here. I got nothing no more right now.
Yeah, that's 100%. But like, we need to find out what's going on. Like, I'm not saying the lying to me, man. Okay, but she's gonna say something that's probably not gonna line up with your story. You get what I'm saying? So we got to fill out some paperwork. We want to talk to her. She said she wanted to talk to us anyways. She was around the corner, so if she wants to talk to us, come back. She's not going to stay here, but I'm going to get her side.
I go grab my stepdad right.
He's living with her parents, and she's staying overnight with them. And we wonder why she's pregnant. Kids are going to do what they do. And they're going to find a way. But they shouldn't find a way under your roof. That's one thing you should not allow to happen. But we wonder why. If his parents wonder, how did you get pregnant? Right next, in the next room next to you. That's how. That's where. So, you know, like, I remember when I was woken up by a couple fighting. When I looked out the window, this guy was walking away and she was wearing him out upside his head. Man, I've overheard a couple fighting, and it sounded like the man was getting hit. I got woken up like 3 a.m. when I was staying at a hotel one night. It sounded like the man was getting hit, but we never we didn't get up, and we heard somebody leave that hotel room and walk away, but I couldn't tell you which one left because it just got quiet over there. But yeah, it sounded like the man was getting hit. Said finally he turned around and landed one, and all of a sudden she played the victim. That's how it usually happens. A lot of times too, when both of them have marks, it's kind of one person's word versus the other on who started it. A lot of times they can't figure out who started it. They will, I think, charge both of them. But, you have an evidence tracker in your pocket. It's called a phone. So a lot of people don't want to do anything when they're on camera. Some people don't care. Some people swing and hit the phone, knock it out your hand. Okay, but if they do that, that's proof that, you ain't hit them or they hit you first. So get the phone out. If you feel something is about to happen or somebody's mad at you, and, get the phone out. Use that to your advantage. Yep, of course she's pregnant. Why wouldn't she be if they let her spend the night, and I'm sure in the same room, and then wonder why did you, like, you supposed to say, now I'm gonna let her stay the night, but y'all don't do nothing. Sure, yeah, okay.
I'm clear. Just have him stand there. I don't want any arguing back and forth, man. You can go in there and wait if you'd like.
I have my ring camera is up there where you can see.
If you'd like, you can wait inside. I'll knock when she comes back.
Okay.
Because she said in there that they had an altercation, nothing physical. And
I can see clear scratches
across his chest. And then when I first got here, I don't know if you were up close enough, he's got like a lip, like you can get hit in the mouth real quick, real soft, and a little cut on the inside. That's what he's got. Like his toothy or something.
Yeah,
just
like
a little
that.
good one, So she'll go to jail for domestic. I figure we'll give her a couple minutes, and if she ain't, I'll grab the packer. There she is.
Hi. Are you Shamori? Okay, I'm like, I didn't want to butcher it. Alright, what happened?
Long story short, it's my boyfriend, so he told me like he was about to leave and stuff like that. That he was about to ride with his cousin. And I was laying down. I had just woke up probably about an hour or two ago. because I'm pregnant, so I've been asleep. So he told me like he about to ride with his cousin. I'm like, okay. So my back is turned in the bed towards the wall, and he the opposite way. So I'm guessing he done went in the dresser and got some clothes so we can go take a shower. So as he go upstairs and stuff, he texts me like, I'm gonna read it. I'll call you when I get back. I said, if you wanted me to leave, just say that, because this is mom's house. This is not his house. This is his mom's house. I have my own place. I stay off Germantown. So he said, I'll call you when I get back. I said, if you wanted me to leave, just say that. He said, man, bye. This is irritating. He said, this is why I need a break. This is why I need a fucking break. This shit irritating. I said, you talking about you gonna call me when you get back. So long story short, he was upstairs. I came out, got my stuff, and I left out the house. And he asked, why did I slam the door? I didn't necessarily slam the door. The door is hard. So I came to the car. He was still in the shower. He had texted me and stuff and all of this. I'm like, you said you was leaving. So he had locked the door. I go back. I'm like, can you unlock the door? I text him like, can you unlock the door so I can grab the rest of my stuff? And he said, he was like, come on, hurry up. So I had walked up to the door. I went in there, got my stuff out the drawers and stuff. And I had my stuff. It was falling. He come from out the kitchen, because when I first walked in the house, he unlocked the door. He wasn't in the room with me. I was getting my stuff out the drawers. So I get my stuff out the drawers. He walk back in the room. I'm asking him like, what's the issue? Like, he been acting weird for 2 days. What's the issue? You feel me? He not saying nothing. He not really saying nothing. So I did hit him at an anger, and he smacked all my stuff out of my hand when we came outside, and it was just that. He called the police. I was calling the police while he was calling the police, but I'm confused on what you called the police for if I didn't really do nothing to you. Like,
Is that how he got like the little lip split? Is when you hit him?
I didn't even see the lip split, honestly. That's all he had.
What about the scratches across his chest?
I don't have no nails to scratch him.
I'm asking questions that I've seen, okay?
I mean, I probably scratched him, but I don't have no nails.
I got you. It's not like a scratch. It's like...
Yeah, but that was it. And he called the police, but I'm not understanding what you called the police on me for. Move my car. Move my car. Every time I tell my son she got to go home, she come with this bullshit. Every time.
I got you. Just go.
And I got cameras in my house. Why you calling the police? Somebody put their hands on you.
Go inside.
I'm about to go move my car.
Then move your car and stop arguing.
Tell her go move my car.
Then go inside.
Cause she on that. Talk about, I call the police. Your son called the police. What you talking about? Hey, you give me somebody for somebody.
Okay. Now, at first, I was going to be like, why? Because he came out, when he came out the house at the beginning of this video, he seemed like a nice young man, kind, polite, respectful. Like, why is he attracted to that type of woman? And then his mom showed up. And I get it now. I get it now. I get it now. Well, I mean, if you somebody could just step in the middle of a police having this conversation and scream and fuss somebody out. If that's your example as a mother, I don't blame you for falling for a woman who's similar. I don't blame you for that. That's what you see. That's what you have seen. And granted, I don't know what's going on between them. Maybe, you know, his mom just snapped and this is not really her. But like when people tell you they acted out of character or something you did caused them to act out of character, nobody acts out of character. That is you. Whatever you did, however you reacted, that's you. Can't nobody do nothing to me that would cause me to do something I wouldn't do. Because I did it. So I would do it. If you understand what I'm trying to say. That if I did it, it's me. It's how I am. It's how I act. So don't believe nobody when they say you caused them to act out of character. That's impossible. That's impossible. But you talk about the pregnant woman is lying. Yeah, because that didn't you know, it didn't make sense. Part of her story didn't make sense. Say, here comes mama. Yep. And that's, like I said, we've only known mama for 10 seconds, but first impression is everything. She stepped on the scene. She stepped on the scene and showed herself. Let's go.
Go. Hey, go. Go, or I'm going to put you in cuffs too.
So y'all taking me to jail?
We're okay.
And he didn't say I had to leave. He said,
Hey.
Get in the house.
You gonna pat her down or have you?
Yeah, I don't have nothing.
I just have to for safety reasons. Okay, I just want to make sure you don't have anything on you. Okay. All right.
Can I call my mom to come get my car?
Here, let me get your information first before you do that.
But this is the thing. Why am I going to jail? I didn't even do nothing. You see how his mom got out the car talking to me. This is how she do every female. I didn't do nothing to her. His mom always come off disrespectful like she do to the baby mama. I didn't do to her. He called the police on me first. Then y'all.
So this young man who lives at home is about to have baby mother number 2. At least he got a job. And maybe if he lived at home with his parents, maybe there's more money he could spend on the kids. But and I'm just gonna guess that he has a type, and and baby mama number 1 is just like number 2 is in the back seat of the police car right now. Yep, it looks like it. A child is going to be born into chaos where Big Mama is ready for the smoke against mom. How is it for a kid to grow up and your mother and your grandmother don't get along? What kind of world is that? What kind of world is that? Let's go.
I get a call from him first. I called as he was calling. She talking about some this, that, and the fourth. I didn't do nothing. What you talk about? And then I just tell y'all in the messages. He told me he was going with his cousin. She told him I had to leave. He didn't tell me that.
Okay. We'll talk about that when we get in there, because I'm going to talk. Because, like, when you guys are arguing back and forth, it doesn't do anything.
Okay, but
you
why
get what
she
I'm
got
saying?
in handcuffs and she
didn't do anything?
What you mean?
You were yelling at her, too. That's just nothing. The reason you're going to jail is because you told me you hit him. You punched him, is your exact words. Correct?
Yes.
So that's why you're going to jail. I'm not arresting you for yelling and screaming at her. I just don't want you guys yelling back and forth, but I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
I told you what's going on. He called the police on me first. And then honestly, I said that he didn't hit me because I didn't want him to go to jail, but he did hit me. He hit me in my face. He hit me in the face in the room and pushed me on the bed. And I'm whole pregnant with his baby, like. Marcus, come here. A stupid ass. Time I come home.
trying to get her.
Did you call the police or did she?
He did.
Oh, okay. He called. Oh, I'm sorry.
You
I
come
thought
up hiking
called.
when I'm trying to
I'm
take
sorry.
care of something, and then I got you both yelling. You get what I'm?
Because
y'all are making my job harder.
I'm sorry because every time.
No, because it's
because
she
it's
and I
always
believe that.
females
So what I'm
in this,
saying,
and I be mad because he like mine get home, and I'm like, what the hell happened?
So I'm
I
over
just
here
left.
asking her.
Y'all was cool. What the hell?
I'm over here asking her what happened.
Right.
And she was
called,
like,
because I tell
well,
him to
he
call
called her and
first.
she called.
Yeah, I tell him to
so
call
I had her
first.
come back
Yeah.
so we could talk. Well,
right.
When she was talking, she's like, yeah, I punched him.
Okay.
She admitted, I'm trying to get.
Why is Dad popping out like that, sir? You ain't been out here the whole time. We gonna rewind it back. He did one of them "Who on my porch" pop outs.
And she was like,
because I tell him to
he
call
called her
first.
and she called.
Yeah, I tell him to
so
call
I had her
first.
come back
Yeah.
so we could talk. Well,
right.
When she was talking, she's like, yeah, I
Look
punched
at this
him.
Okay.
She admitted, I'm trying
That
to
she
get
punched
the
him.
whole
Okay.
story.
Right. Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
You don't.
But then you,
okay, but she got to keep her hands to herself.
but then you came up all hostile and you're yelling, so I'm getting you back, trying to get you away so she can finish telling on herself.
Okay.
And then I got you, and then your other son yelling.
Yeah, Jalen.
Like,
yeah. I'm
it'll just make my job harder.
Shut the door from that closet.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to put nobody in cuffs that don't deserve it, but if you got to calm down, then I got to put you in the back seat.
Because I'm because it's always something with him and a female, and that's the only time y'all come to my house.
I get
For him
it.
and they boys, they kids. I'm like just.
But you coming hostile on me for what?
I wasn't yelling at y'all. I said it's always something I tell
came
this
in
bitch
hot
to go
about
home.
behind the car, and then you came around her car too, hopping out, yelling as soon as your foot hit the door. Yeah, she's gonna go to jail for domestic violence. No. It does not matter.
She hit him, she said.
It does not matter.
Bust my leg.
She admitted to hitting him, and he told me she hit him. Domestic violence, there's no say so. Once I get a domestic violence complaint, somebody goes to jail.
I swear to God, I'm about to raise hell too. He should be the one that's going to jail because he smacked me first on the bed. That's really why I hit him. I just didn't say that because I didn't want him to go to jail because the previous stuff that he been through with his first baby mama and went to jail. He hit me first. That's the only reason why I put my hands on him. I was packing my stuff up, I was talking stuff to him. He said, why you keep slamming my mama's door? I'm grabbing my stuff, the stuff falling, I'm picking it up. He threw my shoe at me. And this is in his room, so his mama don't have cameras in his room. And he punched me on my arm. It was my arm right here. And I fell on the bed. My stuff had fell. And I picked my stuff up. But my stuff kept falling because I got so much stuff. You can look at my passenger seat. It's all the stuff that I had got out his house. After that, we came outside. Him right there with no shirt on. Her husband was looking basically like what's going on and stuff. But I didn't, you feel me? I didn't have to talk to him because he was already calling the police while I was calling the police. So they already had a call from him first as I was calling. Can you call my mom?
Okay. You already admitted that you hit him, but now when you tell the story, you don't mention at what point you hit him. I wonder why. Let's listen to that story again. You did not mention when you hit him. You started off and said, "I hit him because he hit me." And then you started going through the story. And you never mentioned at what point did you hit him. Because when you hit him was on camera. But when he allegedly hit you was in the bedroom, which is no cameras. We know that's a lie. But let's hear that story again. She never says, when she starts telling the story, she never says, and that's when I hit him. She never said that. But let's listen to it again.
She said
it does not matter. She admitted to hitting him, and he
but
told me she hit him. Domestic violence, there's no say so. Once I get a domestic violence complaint, somebody goes to jail.
I swear to God, I'm about to raise hell too. He should be the one that's going to jail because he smacked me first on the bed. That's really why I hit him. I just didn't say that because I didn't want him to go to jail because the previous stuff that he been through with his first baby mama and went to jail. He hit me first. That's the only reason why I put my hands on him. I was packing my stuff up, I was talking stuff to him. He said, why you keep slamming my mama's door? I'm grabbing my stuff, the stuff falling, I'm picking it up. He threw my shoe at me. And this is in his room, so his mama don't have cameras in his room. Okay. And he punched me on my arm. It was my arm right here. And I fell on the bed. My stuff had fell. And I picked my stuff up. But my stuff kept falling because I got so much stuff. You can look at my passenger seat. It's all the stuff that I had got out his house. After that, we came outside. Him right there with no shirt on, her husband was looking basically like what's going on and stuff. But I didn't, you feel me, I didn't have to talk to him because he was already calling the police while I was calling the police. So they already had a call from him first as I was calling.
Yep, and like I said, it's just convenient that when you tell the story, you admitted to hitting him. And then when you tell the story, you never say at what point did you hit him. You don't mention that. See, when people lie, it's hard to lie. It is hard to lie because it takes work. You got to think of too much stuff. And it's it's just hard. And if I ask you a question now, and then I ask you that same question about the same thing 40 minutes later, 2 days later, a week later, if you don't remember the lie word for word, it is hard to lie. Okay? It's better off to tell the truth. Whatever consequences come with that, they come with that. Whatever they are. But deal with those consequences because lying makes it worse, and you just look crazy. You know, I'd rather for somebody to tell me the truth and be honest about whatever happened. I'll respect them more for that than to try to lie and cover it up or lie and make me feel good or whatever the lie is for. I'd rather you be honest with me, no matter what it is. That's it. Okay. Yep. You know that's gonna happen. You know that's gonna happen. And what does the Lord say? They'll be back together, of course. You know, the drama ain't over with. The drama is not over with. Especially, you know, you got a kid on the way. 46 in the chat. I appreciate all of y'all for being in here. Like I said, we're having the call-in segment after this, where I'm going to ask you the question. What would you rather do? You've been found guilty of a crime, and now the judge is going to sentence you, but he gives you two options. It would be option one, where it's house arrest, where you cannot leave the house. You can't even walk off the porch. The porch is the farthest you could go. Okay, that's option one. For 20 years. You're on house arrest for 20 years. And you can't walk off the porch. Or you can go to prison for 5 years. Which would you choose out of those two options? But we're going to get to that segment right after we finish this. We got about 6.5 more minutes.
Can you call my mom off my phone, please, right now?
I'm going to grab it. I'm going to have to shut the door, though, okay?
Okay. She said that she hit him. She said I guess that's when I hit him when my clothes were falling. She said I hit him. You get what I'm saying?
You gotta learn how to say what you say can and will be used.
No, you gotta learn to keep your hands to yourself.
That's what I'm saying. Just get your and go.
I don't know how many times.
Get your stuff and go.
I don't know how many times my parents told me keep your hands to yourself.
And he know better. I'm like, I know she ain't said you done hit her and we got camera right down. So I said, was y'all downstairs at the door? It's camera right there. Got
Is there a
them
camera?
Yeah, I got them
Okay.
just for that reason.
Will you hold them?
Oh yeah,
Can you make
I
a
can
copy?
go.
Okay.
Yeah, I can get them off. But yeah, I don't know where.
Just because then
but-
it's not he said, she said.
Yeah,
It's.
I was trying to get him just to come back in the house because I know that the camera is in the house.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's that one upstairs that you can see all through here. You can see y'all cars.
It is too hot for this. For
It's
y'all
too
to come
hot.
out
You want a
acting
bottle
like
of
that. I'm good.
George, where you at? Can y'all please pull up on the east right now, please? Here's my car.
Okay, hi, this is Officer Harris.
No, let me stop first. No. Me and Marquise got into it. He hit me and stuff. He called the police on me. Now I'm going to jail.
We're still figuring everything out, but at this point, we need someone to come get her car. Yeah, we're still trying to figure everything out. Everything's still being discussed.
Because he called the police on me first and said that I hit him. He hit me too, but the police over there
still
still
working
talking
on
to him. They still working on it, but this is not fair. That how they got me in the back of the police car with handcuffs right now.
That don't mean you going to jail.
It don't matter, George. It don't matter.
We're still working it out and trying to get the full story.
It don't matter, George. He called the police on me, and then I had no choice but to call because he called on me, George.
You're supposed to be at work. We on our way.
Okay, yeah, we're still working on figuring everything out, and I still got to talk with my officer about what she told me. And put this up front, okay?
I'm hot. I feel like I'm about to pass out.
I will go up front, and I'm going to get all of the AC on you because I've got that thing's blocked. So let me fix that.
I don't want her to go to jail because she got a baby though.
It does.
But
Look,
you already called the police. But
look at it this way.
If she wasn't leaving,
would you rather her go to jail for something like this, or your son go to jail for
that's
something?
what I was
Because 9 times out of 10, when someone calls,
it's usually the man. That's when he called. I'm like, oh,
so you see what I'm,
I'm like, she called the police.
I'm like, I don't want to
like,
go.
oh,
I don't want to. I know.
I gotta go try to burn his dumb ass out. I'm calling him dumb, stupid.
For what?
I'm like,
See?
because I'm like, you know.
when you get one, like, she needs to learn not to put her hands on
Time
people.
to go, you gotta go. You can't be, scratching things in, and she knows that. We already been through this.
We already talked
with a whole nother.
She just
with
was
another
mad this
girl.
morning. She woke up mad. I
don't know why she been over here for a whole week.
But do you see how I said she'll have, when I told you to go inside, let me talk to her. What did I tell you? She'll have a story. I need to know what's happening. Because I'm not saying you're lying, but there's normally your side, her side, and then there's that fine line of truth somewhere. Because sometimes people will be like, I don't know what happened. Well, why is that eye black? I don't know. You get what I'm like?
I don't want her to go to jail.
No matter what, she's going to jail tonight, boss. Sorry.
I told her to just quit and leave. I just told her to leave. That's why I was trying to get her and.
She doesn't live here. Will you trespass her?
No.
And I'll fill out the FIC from Mom.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
This is for warning because we called somebody for her to come get the car, and they're probably going to roll up.
Let's get her out, because then I'm not going to listen to them yelling at her. We're about done here. You guys just stay in your house. There's camera if something happens. Call us. Hopefully they just stay over that way.
I'm really about to go crazy, bro. I'm getting to do this. I cannot, bro. I'm really about to expand I can't do this, bro. I'm really. This ass sent me to jail.
She's backtracking now, saying that she hit him because he hit her.
Right, she didn't say that at first. At first she said no altercation, so now she just wants him to go too. So no, that's why I'm not.
Alright, I'm going.
So I'm confused. They're not gonna do nothing to him because he hit me?
He is currently figuring out everything. He is just saying that we're good to go.
Okay, can you tell me a phone number on my phone before I go there? So when I get downtown I can call?
Yeah, they'll let you do that.
I don't even care no more. Because when I get out, I swear to God, I'm about to show my ass. I'm not playing.
You about to do what?
Ass, I'm not playing. I can call?
Yeah, they'll let you do that.
I don't even care no more. Because when I get out, I swear to God, I'm about to show my ass. I'm not playing.
I'm about to show my ass. Okay.
And need to search his mama's house because she got drugs in there too. While y'all at it, while y'all trying to take somebody to jail. I'm confused on why he ain't go to jail. He hit me too though. That's stupid. He known for hitting females and going to jail for doing it. So I'm confused on how he's not going to jail. So what is the other officer still doing? Because he ain't did nothing. He just sitting there talking.
He's got paperwork he's got to do, and then he's got to, I don't know how far along he got into what his process is.
So what am I being charged with?
Domestic violence. As long as you don't have a prior, it's just a misdemeanor. So if you've never been convicted of it before, then it would be a misdemeanor.
The woman was arrested and charged with domestic violence. If found...
Oh, shoot. I messed that up. What did I just do?
Talk about, I called the police.
I messed that up.
While y'all at it, while y'all trying to take somebody to jail. So I'm confused on how he did.
And he's got to, I don't know how far along he got into what his process is.
So what am I being charged with?
Domestic violence. As long as you don't have a prior, it's just a misdemeanor.
What do you...
If you've never been convicted of it before, then it would be a misdemeanor.
The woman was arrested and charged with domestic violence. If found guilty, what do you think would be a fair sentence? Share your thoughts in the comments and...
I don't know. I don't know what the sentence is. She said if it's her first time, it's a misdemeanor. So what's the highest sentence you can get for a misdemeanor? I don't know. Are there different like degrees of misdemeanors? At first degree misdemeanor, second degree misdemeanor? I don't think that exists. Let's see, man. We have to know who we are getting involved with, and we have to read the signs. You know, a lot of people you meet and they try to hide the person they really are. They pretending to be somebody they're not. And there are always signs, okay? Because I can tell you, like y'all have heard me say plenty of times, okay? My ex-wife ain't shit, all right? She not, but at the same time, when I say that, I have to realize and understand that I chose her. Okay? I chose her. Big mistake. Big mistake. I learned a lot. I've taken all the good that I could take from that. And I used all the good experience I had, and I brung that with me, and I used that to become a better man. But if I was to say now, well, when we was dating, I ain't had no signs of this stuff. It just came out of left field. That would be a straight up lie. Because I can look back and say, I should have known something because that happened that day. Or she did that day. That should have told me. It should have told me. I should have looked at those signs and said, I got to get away from her. But I didn't. And that's on me. So I can say she ain't shit all day, and, you know, that's true in my opinion. But I also have to evaluate my mistakes and my bad choices as well. Because just saying that she ain't shit does nothing to help me make better decisions. Okay? Because I have to put the responsibility or the accountability on myself for even choosing her in the first place. Because there were things that happened that I should have after they happened, I should have left. Or I should have been done with her. But I refused to take those signs for what they actually were, you know, and that's part of my fault. So, because of that, I learned how to study her and how to study liars, period. And that's how I think, that's part of the reason I am so good at telling who is lying, who is not in a lot of these videos. Because now I understand the signs of a liar. So that's what I mean by I took the good things out of that. And like that was a good thing that I learned from that, is how to catch a liar. And now I use that to my advantage. So, you know, you might have had a bad relationship or a bad experience or whatever, or made a bad decision. But see how you can learn from that. See how you can use what you went through and turn it into a positive, man. Turn it into something that can help you in your future. All right, 'cause that's what I did. That's what I'm doing, and it's only up from here. It's only up from here. But you know, I did that one time in the video, and I didn't even realize I was doing it in the moment until I went back and edited the video. I was like, when did I do that? But that was funny. Thank you. This channel, y'all don't understand what this channel means to me. I'm gonna tell y'all this story real quick before we get to our calling segment. I've been wanting to do YouTube and grow a community on YouTube since 2012. That's when the first thought came to my head. In 2012, I made a couple videos. I made about three videos. And the computer that I was using went out on me in 2012. The computer went out, you know, when I was doing something one day, the computer went black. And I was like, I took that as a sign. I took that as a sign that I guess I'm not supposed to be doing YouTube. And I just left it alone. Late 2015, I started to get that bug again. And I started, this might have been October or November of 2015. I said, I'm going to do it. And then I started buying like a camera, and I bought my computer, and to start making videos again. And 2016, I believe in January, I started a channel, and I did so much stuff wrong with that channel, but I was putting together little skits where I'm playing every character in every video, and I wasn't consistent on that. You know, I wanted instant success, and I got frustrated a lot with that channel because I thought I was putting out good videos that weren't getting any views, and that caused me not to be consistent. But when I would work on that channel off and on. I met my ex-wife in 2020, And she supported me in the dream I had, you know, at that time. She did. And she even helped me on a lot of videos. And I was still doing it off and on, but going through the marriage, like going through that kind of drained my aspirations. It made me not want it anymore. And I would still make videos every now and then, you know, but it wasn't really fun for me doing that, because we got married in 2022. So it kind of, I was also doing like acting as well. I was getting acting jobs here locally, and going through that marriage, I didn't even want to do that anymore. And that is something I love to do. While I was in it, it just like, you know, she just drained all my ambitions and goals. And like 2023, I'ma say April, like I knew my marriage was coming to an end. But at the same time, you know, back then it was a struggle. Like it was a lot of back and forth in my head whether I wanted to leave or somehow work it out. But it felt like it was coming to an end. But despite that, it was around April of 2023 when the idea for this channel came into my head. I didn't know exactly what it would look like or what it would be, but the idea came to my head in April. And despite the fact that my marriage was falling apart, she was the first person I wanted to tell about this idea. And I started to bring it up to her. And before I could get much of the words out, she said she hates when I bring it up because it's not making any money. So that's a far difference from the girl I met in 2020 who was fully behind me, fully supported me in it, and even helped me out. So full 180. And like she said that, and then I was like, I said, what you say? And then she said something else to kind of like soften the pain of that. But I can't remember what that something else was. All I can remember at this point is what the hurtful part was. But I made a decision right there that I am going to be successful at this. But I don't want her to have any part of my success. So I said, I'm not going to start the channel until my divorce is finalized. And this was in April. We officially separated towards the end of April. And what I decided to do in the meantime was to study YouTube, study what works, study what doesn't work, look at other reaction channels, see what they're doing, see how they're doing. The reaction channels that weren't working, see what they're doing wrong. The ones that were working, see what they're doing right. Try to get some ideas from them. I spent from April to December just studying YouTube in 2023. That's literally all I did. And I said, I'm going to be successful in this. We had our final court date to finalize, final court date. We only had one court date. But the court date to finalize our divorce was December 19th of 2023. I started this channel December 20th of 2023. I actually came home from court on the 19th and recorded my first 2 videos. Because I didn't want her to have any part of my success. So I made sure that I was completely, finally, officially divorced before I started this channel. So every time I sit down and record a video, or every time I sit here and go live, it reminds me of what I survived, because I did survive. Okay? Because a lot of what I learned through my research, a lot of men go through what I went through and unalive themselves because they can't mentally deal with the fact that they chose the wrong woman. And when I literally tell you all, YouTube saved my life, I really, really mean that. Because I don't know what I would have done mentally without YouTube, without you all during that time. I don't know what would have happened. So, thank you. Thank you. Letha May came in. But we're about to get to our call-in segment of the show. Thank y'all for listening to me tell that story. Sometimes I got to get it out, man, because like I said, a lot of men will go through what I went through and they end up unaliving themselves. And when I say my ex-wife ain't shit, it's not only to let you know that, but I also want to inspire other guys to say that their ex-wives ain't shit instead of unaliving themselves. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get that message out that there's, there's another side to this. There's a happy side after that. And you can get over that mental hurdle. That's my reason for saying that. That's my reason for saying my ex-wife ain't shit. Like, I don't want to mention her. I really don't. I just do that in order to tell, the guys who basically inspire them. The guys who went through what I went through and the type of marriage I went through. I just want to inspire them and tell them that, there's brighter days, One day you're going to be able to look back and laugh at what you went through. Because I'm there now. I'm there. And I just want I just want all the other guys to get there too. So that's why I mentioned that. But yeah, my ex-wife ain't shit. But we are getting into our call-in segment, and I don't even know. I've been meaning to change how this mess looks But I haven't. I keep forgetting about it. But yeah, we have a question that's I'm putting out there. You have been arrested. You have been found guilty. The judge is going to give you two options for your sentencing. Got a call. Hold on. Maybe I shouldn't turned it on earlier. Hello. Thank you for calling. Who am I speaking with?
Chris Chivers, who's in the chat. I would like be house arrest instead of going to jail because I can still be free and I won't have to do with anything.
So you say you're a house arrest. Okay, for the people who didn't hear the question, you could either be on house arrest for 20 years and you can't leave the porch. You can't even go off the porch. You have to stay in the house. The porch is the furthest you can go for 20 years, or you can go to prison for 5 years. And Chris says you say you do house arrest?
Yes, I would be house arrest. Also, is there anyone in the Discord server that knows how to make great art?
You said great art?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can post that in the you can ask it up here, but you can ask it in the Discord as well. I don't know where you would put it. It don't matter. But whichever category you want to put it under, yeah, you can ask. Because there's some people that are in the Discord that are probably not here right now. So, but yeah, just make sure you put that in the Discord too, so they can see that. But yeah, it's easier. You think house arrest for 20 years is easier? Yeah, because you can have everything delivered. You don't have to worry about prison drama. Yeah. That might be, some people might want to get it over with quicker though, in 5 years, get their punishment over with. But I appreciate you calling, Chris. We're gonna see who else wants to
Okay.
I just spazzed out. I'm sorry, I just blanked out. We're gonna see who else wants to call in. I appreciate you calling, Chris. You're always the first one. I appreciate you.
All right, I thank you.
So what? I'm thinking maybe I need a tougher question because this might be like too easy. House arrest for 20 years or prison for 5 years. Yeah, that might be too easy of a question, but hello, thank you for calling Derrick J Reacts. You are who? Who are you? Who are you? What's your name?
I'm Buttermilk.
Buttermilk, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm always great, whether I know it or not.
That's good. What decision are we making? You choosing prison or?
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I am extremely claustrophobic, and I heard that those cells are like 2 by 2 or something like that, and I'd have to lose like 50 pounds to get in the cell.
2 by 2.
The other thing too, well, whatever. Whatever it is, it's too small for human beings. And I heard there's like a bunch of people in there with you. Ew! You know what I mean? Come on. That's not for me. Now, being inside the house, home is my very favorite place in the whole wide world. You have not hurt my feelings by letting me stay in this house. You ain't hurt my feelings. I mean, because I'm almost there now. You know, I mean, I got this social anxiety and ADHD and OCS and all those letters. I have all those letters.
Yeah.
And, all the time the medicine don't work. I don't like being in crowds. I like being home. I love being home. I mean, think about all the stuff you can do home. You can't do out in the street. You can't take your clothes off. You can't walk around without your keys. I mean, come on. This is the perfect place to be. And when COVID came, it was awesome. You know what? And I mean, not just COVID was awesome. Come on, back up.
Yeah.
But when COVID came, it was awesome because I had an excuse to stay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The people were like, well, why are you staying a half hour time? Why are you staying a half hour time? Not really their business, but I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with being by myself. I don't have a problem with, because I'm my own best friend, and I know about that other person that's inside me, and all three of us are just getting along very well. We don't have a problem with each other. The dogs love me. You know, I have a little terrier mix, and I got a Yorkshire Terrier.
Okay, let me switch up the question for you. Okay.
What did I do?
What if when you at home in house arrest, you have no internet and no TV and no phone, but in prison,
jail. You ain't got no internet.
But in prison, you have a TV and internet.
This is still people. Not so much the stuff. It's the people.
Okay.
I could do without the people. I mean, you know, people are nice, but they get on your nerves. They talk too much. You know, I mean, they don't always smell well. Especially if you're in prison. Can you imagine how gross that is? Think about it now. Think about it. People, they giving you clothes that people done already wore. God only knows what they did in them. They had them flip-floppers. You know, I mean, and goodness knows who's wore them. You can't go in the shower because there's people doing stuff in the shower. I mean, the food, I heard the food was horrible. If I want horrible food, home. Stay home. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Just because you're alone don't mean you're lonely.
Right.
And people get on my nerves. You know, I mean, I like people from a distance, but all that hugging and kissing and touching and breathing. Think about what you breathe in prison.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's nasty. It's nasty.
I'm kind of the same way. I would rather be home and just, you know, you know, you turn Netflix on and, you know, give me fresh bed sheets. I'm good.
Ooh, yeah, especially the ones in the wintertime when they're nice and cool when you get in there. Oh, and then I do that. What's that called? The angel spread, like you're gonna make snow angels in the bed where you sprawl out and it's like mine, all mine, and then you go around the house and it's like mine, all mine, and whatever condition that you're in the house is fine because you home.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to give you a secret, therapeutic secret. This is something I can't do in prison. Get you a big old bag of balloons. Great big bag. Not the little ones now, because you don't want to cause any damage. If you get them big ones, not 12 inch, nothing small. Whole bag. And you blow them all up. You can go to the dollar store and get that little pump so you won't hurt yourself. You blow them all up and you put them all in one room. They don't have to be those fancy ones. Just the ones you blow up. You put them all in one room. I usually do the bedroom. Stick them all in one room and just let them float around. And when you open the door, they just start moving and they're floating. It's so beautiful, all those different colors. And then after you finish letting them float, you open the door and it's like a surprise because I got short-term memory, so I've used it to get there in there. Yeah. So you go all in and you endure it and you love it so much. And then when you get to the peak of your happiness and enjoyment, you get a pump. And you go in that bedroom and you close that door and you think about every single person that didn't show up in the obituaries that you've been praying for, and you pop every one of them balloons. Pop, 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 pop. Oh, it's so satisfying. You should try it. It's wonderful. It's so satisfying. I think I'm going to do that this week. I went squirrel, didn't I? I'm sorry. You have to forgive me. Sometimes I'll go squirrel. I'll
No,
be
you're
on
good.
one subject and then I'll scroll to another subject. But I'm finna come off now because I'll talk to the gal. That's why I
Okay.
won't be around people. I talk enough for two, three, four people. And I have dogs. I don't get to talk to people. So to hear voices is a wonderful miracle for me.
Yeah.
Because even though they can speak three or four languages, they got sign language, they have my language, they have their language, they got that ESP that they do when they just look off in the distance. I only have my language, and they get tired of hearing me sometimes.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you letting me vent and prattle on, and I appreciate everything you do with this channel. I love this channel. I love everybody that's in it, even Jeff, the booby man. And I'm just kidding, Jeff. Don't get touchy.
Yeah. I
Anyway,
appreciate you.
I love everybody that in this chat. I love this channel. This is the only channel that I'm consistent with, and that I'm totally disappointed when I miss. So
Thank
you
you.
enjoy your day. You continue to be blessed, Derrick, because you have a wonderful heart. You're a really good person. And it takes a special person to be able to actually reveal and touch with that heart, even through these airways.
Yeah.
You're a very special person, Derrick. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. And if they do, call me. I think I can take them. Have a good night.
You too. Good night. And I'm proud. I see your question. I'm gonna answer it. Jessica Dillard, thank you for coming in. Finally caught a live your channel. Love your channel so much. You have the most calming voice and infectious smile. You look like smiling emoji. Oh, thank you. That's the first time I've been told I look like a smiling emoji. I take it. I take it. Anything that looks happy and full of life. I don't care what it looks, what it is. I'll take it. Let's see. Where is it at? I'm gonna answer it. I'm gonna answer it. You thought I was gonna dodge it, didn't you? You thought I was gonna dodge. I'm gonna answer it. Somebody might call while we are talking, but you know what? The phone line is still open, but I'm gonna just take it off the screen. The number off the screen. But the phone line is still open if somebody wants to call. But I'm gonna answer this question. The question is, how are you handling all the thirsty fangirling after you, because they are all in the comments about how handsome you are? First of all, I don't be seeing it. But no, seriously, it's kind of it's kind of a battle, okay? Like I planned for a lot of stuff before I started this, but that is one thing I didn't plan for, and so how to handle it is tricky, because I don't want to lead anyone on, you know, but at the same time, I don't want to lose a supporter. If that makes sense. I understand that could happen and that is possible. I also don't want to gain a stalker. So, how to handle that, I don't know how to handle it. So, since I don't know how to handle it, right now I completely ignore it and act like I don't see it. And I have to figure out how to handle it, because I can't ignore it forever. There are stories. I know this one creator I know who met his girlfriend. I don't know. I think that's his fiance now. But he met her through YouTube, through the YouTube comments. So I seen it happen. I've also seen somebody who was a YouTube creator, his son met his woman through his dad's YouTube comments. So I've seen it happen a couple times where it's actually a love connection that built into something. But right now, I don't know how to handle it as far as, saying I'm not interested or saying I am interested. Like, how do you go from there? I don't know which way, I don't know how to handle it right now. And I have to figure that out. So, like I said, right now I'm at the point where I just act like it doesn't exist until I get how to handle it, until I figure out how to handle it. So, but yeah, any compliments on my appearance, I act like I don't see it. That's where I'm at now. Maybe I'll figure out how to handle it. Maybe there's a YouTube course on it. I need to. There's a YouTube course I need to find, but I don't know, because it's a tricky slope, and somebody who you think is interested, somebody who thinks you're interested in them, when they find out you're not, that person could turn into a stalker who actually finds where you live and all that. And a person who's interested in you and you tell them straight up, hey, that's not how, I'm not interested, that person could turn into a stalker and find out where you live. So I don't know what to do about that. I just ignore it right now. I'll figure it out one day. If you lose their support because you tell the truth, you didn't have their support. Yeah, you're right. But it's still, like I said, YouTube literally saved my life. And it saves my life every day. Like, it doesn't stop. It's not like a one moment or one day thing. It's like every day. Like, there are times still to this day where I get into a mode where I'm like, man, I am depressed. And I know it, I realize it like 2 or 3 days later, because this is something I love to do, recording videos, doing this live stream, even editing these videos. I love it. I've never loved editing before I started it, but I love every part of this so much. So sometimes when I realize, man, I haven't really been like enjoying this process for the last 2 days. I haven't really been happy about this process for the last 2 days. I'm depressed. And I always realize it a couple days later. But seeing comments that come through always breaks me out of that. Once I realize I'm in it. And then I look at comments that come through who are telling me they love my channel, or they just found me. Like, I saw a comment today said I'm their new favorite commentary channel. Stuff like that saves my life every day, because it motivates me every day and it keeps me going. So to lose a part of that, even though it's like, this small of a part, it's I still like, I still would miss that. Like, we had, for all of you who've been here for a while, we know Buff and her son Justin used to be in here. I miss them. They're not here anymore. I miss them. I don't know why they don't come back. We had Drew, who was a police officer, was here early on. He doesn't come here. I miss him. Because it's the little, even though there were only like this much of this channel, it was like a part of the person or part of the thing that saved my life. So to even though it's that small of a part that's missing, I still feel that loss in a way. You know what I mean? So I don't want to be the reason why someone leaves and it doesn't like come back, because it's it's weird to say out loud. I never really said it out loud, and I don't even know if it makes sense, but but yeah. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, it was my birthday yesterday. That was a thing that happened. It was my birthday yesterday. Yes, like some people say, like for some reason, I'm gonna say this too. For some reason, when people hear Geminis, for some reason they automatically think crazy person, and that's not what it is. Gemini just means two personalities. That's all it means. There's two of me. That's all it means. There's this outgoing person that you all see and have grown to love that sits down in this chair in front of this camera. Is this completely outgoing person, but sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm the person that just sits back and observes the crowd and watches and doesn't say nothing. Even though things are coming in my head of what to say, I just don't say it for some reason. And it's just, I don't know. It's just some moments, I don't do it on purpose. I can't tell you, hey, when I go to this place, this person is going to come out. My outgoing side is going to come out. Or when I'm in this scenario, my quiet side is going to come out. I don't know. It's just whatever comes out, comes out. It's two of me. Even though, when I'm the quiet version of me, even though I be thinking of stuff to say in my head, I just don't say it. Thank you. I turned old. Okay, 43. We are logic, emotional, outgoing homebody. Yes, that is exactly me to a T. Like if you go to my childhood and you just poll people from my childhood and ask them what type of person I am, half of them are going to say I'm this outgoing, goofy, funny person, and half of them are going to say I barely heard him talk. and they both are going to be talking about the same person. That's just who I've always been. Thank you. Look, this channel is going places, man. And I'm not just, I'm going to turn off the phone right now. So when the phone is closed, if I can figure out how to do it. Okay. Like, I don't know, like how else to say it without sounding cocky or braggy or whatever, or bragging or whatever. But like, I'm gonna tell you, I've been going through so many emotions with this channel. All right. I've only told my mom this. I think my mom is the only one I told about this. I think I was at like 300 subscribers, and I was sitting, I think, in this chair after I recorded a video, and I just started talking to God. And I told him I really wanted this. I told him I really wanted this. I feel like this is what I was meant to do. I really want to be successful at this, and I felt like this is my purpose. And I could have sworn I heard him talk back to me and say, "It's coming." Just 2 words. And I got super emotional and ended up on the floor because I've never felt like I heard him talk back to me. I've never felt that before in my life. And I don't know if it was him talking or I just heard the words. I don't know. But it was just, it's coming. That's why I know this channel is going to be successful. That's why my channel hit a rough patch when I crossed 600 subscribers, and the channel went dead for 3 months. So I was a little confused because I heard him say it's coming, but because I heard him say it's coming, it motivated me to keep going through that. And now we're here. We're getting close to 6,100 subscribers, and it's crazy because a little over a month ago, April 25th, 24th, we was at 4,300 subscribers. So we've gained 1,800 subscribers in that time. And it's crazy. Buttermilk, I appreciate you. She has gifted 5 channel memberships, which Sally is going to be excited. Sally got one. Gardner T. Drew Kane got one. Danielle, no B. Oh, Donnell. That's Donnell, excuse me. It's Donnell. And it's just me. Appreciate you, Buttermilk, for gifted memberships. Man, I love y'all, man. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much, man. I understand exactly what you're saying. Yeah, because that's I've never, there's many times where I have, God has a purpose for us all. Bless you. Yeah, definitely. And I so believe, this is my purpose. And the crazy thing is, I go back to graduating from high school, not having any clue on what I wanted to do with my life and what direction my life was meant to go. And this was 2000. And the reason why I didn't know is because YouTube wasn't invented yet. My purpose wasn't even a possibility in 2000. Oh man, it's just man, I don't know, man. This is I try to put it in words and explain to you all how how special and how much this means to me. And I get out the words, but to understand, there's no way for me to voice it to let you fully understand how I feel about this. I'm just blessed, man. I found what I'm supposed to do. I found how I'm supposed to impact the lives of others by, entertaining them, teaching some people. I've learned a lot myself while doing this. I just believe everything I've been through in life, every single thing I've been through in life has contributed to the success of this channel. Every single experience, every job, even the failed marriage to that ain't shit woman. Because people don't understand, like, even all she put me through, if I could go back in time and tell Derrick in 2020, I would tell him to marry that girl. I would tell him to do it all over again. Because I had a few conversations with her dad. One of them was about business. And when I think about this conversation, I don't even know if I was talking to him or me and her were talking to him, or if she was talking to him and I just overheard it. But something he said about business, he said, when you're thinking of a business to make, find out something people need, provide them with what they need, and your business will automatically be successful. And I brought that same way of thinking to YouTube. I found out what the reaction channel niche needed, what the body cam reaction specific niche needed, and I brought that to YouTube. So without meeting her, without marrying her, I would have never got that information, and my YouTube channel would not be having the success that it is. So even if you're going through the worst situation in your life, there's a lesson or lessons within it to be learned. So when you finally escape whatever the situation is, take the lessons learned and use those to improve your life in the future. I thank y'all for joining me, letting me rant a little bit at the end, get out my story that I gotta get out sometimes because, like I said, I want to be an inspiration to other people who are going through terrible marriages, whether they're men or women. You know what I mean? And let them know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and you can overcome anything. I'll see y'all next Saturday, man. Peace.